Tonight is fashion night. You all know that at this point. And I have Dirk Kennedy and Michaela de Chatillon as usual. We're going to talk about fashion. Hey, Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Fashion turns to the left. Fashion.
Hello.
What all the men in the audience want to say. Hi, Michaela. How are you, darling?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Dirk, you're looking
Good.
extra sharp tonight, man.
Thanks. Little bit of Monday dress up is always fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks great.
You got the whole thing going on there. You got the little showroom or whatever, try it on room. What is that? Is it a store or is that
It looks
Tom
like the
wardrobe?
Montclair store. Oh,
It's in Montclair. No, it's the.
No, it looks like the Montclair store.
I think he kind of it's Tom Ford's store in London,
Love
but
it.
I think he he doesn't do anything anymore because he sold that company. Did he? He does nothing now. He said he's going to eat bowls of cereal and stay home.
Is that what he's going to do? He's done
That's what
enough
he
in
said.
his life.
Honestly.
Let's see what watch you're wearing while we're at it.
Well, of course I'm wearing the
Oof.
Milkhouse.
Oh, dude.
It looks
You
great
know-
with a
Yeah, with his
blue
shirt.
little shirt. It looks good. Right?
Oh,
Excuse me,
yeah.
peekaboo. I see you.
That's gorgeous. I'm actually wearing a strange one. I'm wearing the new Nomadic
Hey.
Taurus. Nice wintry, snowy looking watch.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
great. Oh, I love the dial.
Yeah, isn't that lovely? Let me loom it up a little. These guys are great, man. I was just it's featured on my Christmas show, which will be out later tonight. Look at that. Isn't that fun?
That is so beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
You picked such a nice background to go with it too. It's perfect.
Look at
Yeah.
that. That
So
watch
it-
is beautiful.
Yeah. So it's Ernest Shackleton. He was a Irish explorer, and he actually sadly passed away on his last expedition at the turn of the last century, 1914, 1915, I believe, where he was trying to cross the Antarctic. So if you look carefully, the dial is the texture of the ice. Look.
Looks like it. Wow.
Yeah, the ice walls. Can you see that? That's crazy. So it's really nice. It's very wintry and it's gorgeous walking around with all the Christmas lights and so on in Venice with this bright looking wintry watch on. And it's very Explorer, isn't it? It's like
Very. I
Yeah.
wish the Explorer looked like that.
Yeah, or
'Cause the Polar is not my thing, but that is. Wow.
yeah.
What kind of movement do they use in there?
It's a Salida SW200, just a classic Swiss workhorse.
Sure.
But they build a watch in Belfast, these Irish lads. And yeah, great stuff. So
Really, that's
I've
gorgeous.
been promoting these guys now for ages since they began, and they've gone from stride to stride. They're really doing well. So God bless them.
What's the price point on
That's
a
so
piece
cool.
like that?
This is $1,200.
Wow.
Does that
You
feel
heard
right?
it here first, kids.
Yeah, it's nice and slim as well. Look how slim it is.
That is a very, very oystery looking bracelet as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it has the micro adjuster, the slider.
Does it?
Yes, it does. I don't even have that on my Tudors. God damn it! This thing you can adjust. It's amazing.
Wow. Is it a half? What is it? 0.5? What is it?
No, it's got a few different. I mean, it's not as gorgeous as a Rolex Glide Lock, but it's somewhere. I mean, it does the job. It's got like 3 or 4 different increments, so it's pretty damn nice. And look, simple, one click, just like an Oyster Perpetual, just like yours, actually.
Just like mine. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that it would be a watch that I would be curious about if I saw on a man. I'd be like, can I see that? And yeah, it's really, really interesting.
That is. That is a beautiful, beautiful.
This would look
piece.
nice on you, Michaela, as well, because the
Oh,
white dial. It's 39 mils as well. so
39. You
Yeah.
know,
I can barely get away with it.
you can
myself.
get away with it. It actually looks great on you.
It does.
Doesn't
It's kind
look
of got
small.
it's kind of got a thicker presence, even if it
Yeah.
is smaller.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's
'cause
like a classier, almost like, yeah, just
maybe I'll
looks
send
good.
it to you, Michaela. How about that? As long as Eric doesn't,
Well, I
Eric
wouldn't
doesn't
say
think I'm
no.
up to no good. This is the Manche Franc. This or Mancheron. This is another one I've been talking
Honey
about on my
Pie.
Christmas thing. This is a big dive watch. This is Australian French. So designed in Sydney, Australia, kind of loose, and assembled in France. Isn't that
Oh, in
interesting?
France.
Yeah, and
That
it's
looks like
got
it's
a,
got many a complication going
yes,
on there.
it has a 24-hour hand at 6, and it has a what's it called, a power reserve at 12 and a date, and it's got a pulsations not dial, but bezel pulsations bezel for medics.
Pulsations Basil. Yeah.
Basil, yeah.
Basil.
So, but that's more me, like in size, right? It's like it's
that's
Yeah,
the
but
cool.
you know,
super case.
don't deny that beautiful watch. It looked great on you. Really,
Yeah,
truly
it really
did.
did.
Didn't look
Especially because
small.
you're a little like warm skin toned. It was just a nice contrast. It was pretty.
I like having a white dial. I've still got my Explorer 2 with the white dial, man. White dials are beautiful.
White dials are legible.
That's right.
They're legible.
Who cares about that?
I mean, it's amazing how many watches are beautiful, but you can't read the time on them. So many.
Like a Jacob and Co.
Let's get to the part everybody's waiting for. What are you wearing?
Well, nothing new, nothing exciting. I'm just wearing my Maurice Lacroix
And we love it.
icon.
I love that.
Always struggling with my light here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, though. I like how flat it is.
Mm,
Yeah.
it is.
I
flat.
remember we were talking about how it kind of reminds of the my PGA a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
because
not
of the
saying
way
it's
the
even close to that level. I'm not saying
it's all
it
about the
is.
strap. It's all about the way it attaches to the head of the watch. That looks like an AP strap option. Look at that, the way it
Yes.
digs
It does.
into the leather like that. Wow, it's
Beautiful.
beautiful. Really,
Thank
what
you.
a beautiful watch.
So tonight,
Thank you
viewers,
so
we are
much.
talking about. We promised you all last week that we were going to talk about getting a wardrobe together, because as we all know, a lot of the lads watching, they have beautiful watches. There's no doubt, and they might have one suit or a decent coat, but they don't really know where to start for putting together something nice in the wardrobe. Now, we're not going to go heavy. We're not going to go Brunello Cucinelli. We're not going to get wild.
We'd like to, though.
Maybe we'll do that on a different episode. Like, if you've already done part 1, let's move on to level 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But for the moment, we're going to take a look at some just some simple options that can elevate a man's presence in fashion, just keep him looking good and whatever, without breaking the bank, without going crazy over into the other levels. For the lads who have been walking around in jeans and t-shirt or shorts and whatever, and they've got a few thousand to spend and want to up their game a little bit. So what are we going to start with, guys? We're going to start with, let's start with one of Dirk's selections here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? From the bottom to the top, or get into suits or dress shirts?
Well,
Maybe start with the most basics, like just jeans or tops, something like that, pants.
Well, I did fancy suiting. I went all suiting. And
Yeah,
then we're going with Michaela.
Yeah, let's go with Michaela then.
Okay, perfect.
I think
I went for the jugular.
Okay, so
okay. And it's all
you missed the
all
memo then. Clearly, that's fine. So we're doing jeans and pants. Then we start here with the Belstaff stuff.
So the reason that I put this brand Belstaff is because of the quality, and I do know the quality is good, but it doesn't have to be necessarily Belstaff. This is just a brand that I know. So obviously you can wear regular trousers or you could wear jeans. I think if you're an adult grown man and you're going please don't be offended, but if you're going anywhere besides like a workplace, if you have a certain job, like you don't need to be wearing cargo pants, you don't need to be wearing sweatpants. You're an adult and you deserve to have an upgraded wardrobe that's mature like you. And think about the way you dress casually. Imagine that you were to run into like the hottest woman ever, just in the grocery store, for example. Like, you want to look respectable. It doesn't mean you need to be suited up constantly. That's 100% unrealistic for most people. But I do think that you do need your basics to look good. And there's certain things that are undeniable. Having higher quality things look better. It's not about wearing expensive brands for the sake of, you know, you don't need to be walking around in Prada this, Prada that, but you do need things that are well made, will last you a long time. And honestly, if you buy cheap stuff, you're throwing away your money because you're gonna have to replace it really soon.
Big time.
So these
That's my
jeans are
intro.
coming in. Yeah. These jeans are coming in at $145, $175. Not cheap jeans at all. I think most of the viewers are used to spending 30, 40 bucks on a pair
At
of jeans.
Marshalls.
At Mars, yeah. And well, don't laugh. I mean, this is just
Hey,
you know,
I've bought jeans at Marshalls too because I was like, wow, look at that. They're only Lucky jeans are only $50.
so which ones would you recommend here, Michaela? Are you going for like the dark wash here, the long
So
slim
yeah,
jeans?
the main thing I would look at is darker wash denim for sure. I think that
Like
light
these ones?
colored denim, yeah, light colored denim is very like earlier 2000s, and it's just it looks very adolescent. But dark
Yes.
wash denims, and even these may look a little too slim fit for some men. You can wear like some of the other options are just a little more straight leg boot cut and a little less slim, but it just depends
Uh-huh.
on your body type on what will flatter you. If you're more top heavy and you have smaller legs, you definitely don't want to wear super slim jeans because it will throw your proportions off. But something like these, the bottom row, like you see the just straight cut boot cut jeans, those will be
Yes.
more flattering. It'll add more balance to your look, and you do want to stick with, I would say, dark wash. It looks more sophisticated, in my opinion.
So like these ones here, the Brockton straight jeans.
Something you'll
Yeah.
notice is with the something you'll notice is I can't even look at the pictures of these models. I don't know why. They look so ridiculous.
They look a
I've
little
gone through this
dumpy.
They
Yeah.
look so ridiculous. These jeans, I've seen them in person, do not look like that. But
Yeah.
like I said,
Okay.
it doesn't even have to be this brand. I don't know why they style it like this. Don't even
Mhm.
ask me. But just as an example for like the straight leg boot cut type jeans, these are selvage denim, I believe. And so kind of a look they do is they roll up the bottom. To me, that's kind of hipster. You know, I wouldn't say generally most men should do that.
It is very Williamsburgy, and
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you don't
it's great
have
if you buy a pair of pants, you can only find them in a length way longer than your inseam, so you could get away with that unless you go
So
to a tailor.
do we avoid these kind of bright colored? these,
Oh
like,
yes.
super.
Oh,
We
boy.
avoid that unless we're on a horseback, right, with a
Right.
cowboy hat on.
You've got a
right?
pickup truck, and you
Exactly.
just came from the lumber yard. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
I think
and they're dirty.
I'm glad they
Too
have
bright.
this. Yeah. I'm glad that they have this on the site so we can show an example of what does not look very sophisticated when it
Yeah.
comes to jeans. Like it's okay to wear jeans, but you want to
Yeah.
kind of stick to something that makes you look a little more mature and attractive. Light blue jeans, it's not. They just have a little bit of something for everyone, you know.
These ones are nice. This kind of they're blue. They're still blue, but it's very, very dark.
That's my
Mhm.
favorite. The selvage and the dark rinse are my favorite because they have a bit of shine to them, especially if if you can find the selvage waxed denim. Those are absolutely gorgeous, and they're a bit on the pricey side. Selvage is always, it's a Japanese technique and fabric. They're usually, but when you're like at a hotel, a great hotel, and you see an older middle-aged guy who's in great shape with a great tan, and maybe he's wearing Brunello Cucinelli, he's got a pair of waxed denim jeans on with a pair of loafers and some fabulous watch, and he's having a cigar or a cocktail. He's not wearing the blue jeans. He's not wearing the Wranglers. He's going to be wearing a jean that looks like that.
Yeah,
They're
this is
stiffer.
nice. Yeah, and
Yeah, this is perfect.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
That's a jean, right?
I always notice when men wear selvage denim. It's such a specific look, like Dirk was saying, but it's just quality. It really is.
There's one big
Yeah.
problem with that picture. Can you scroll down to the bottom?
Which one?
Go right there. Go to the shoes.
Yeah.
He's wearing New Balance.
And
God.
also, why is this on the Belstaff website with New Balance
New
Yeah,
shoes?
New Balance, that's
Throw in a
wrong.
pair of like boots with it. What in the world are you
Yeah,
thinking?
a pair of nice brown boots there would be decent.
A nice
Sure.
worn boot or a great
Yeah.
shoe.
I'm not above insulting and roasting Belstaff's website because their models, I don't know what they're thinking for half of the styling and models. And New Balance shoes, like It's not even about the brand. It's
Such
about,
I didn't even
what are
know
you
about the
doing?
whole New Balance thing until I had directed a video for my band, and I was shooting the drummer, with his kick drum, and he was doing a cool pattern. And when the video came out, I got about 150 comments saying, "Dude, what's with the dad shoes?" And then I found out that New Balance
New
are the
Balance.
official dad shoe. And I did not know that. It's what middle-aged to older men wear because they're comfy.
20 Swedish
Ooh.
krona from Nicholas.
Oh,
Is a lovely
Nicholas.
compliment there for Michaela. Is a
Oh,
stunning.
thank you.
As a
Thank
mother
you.
of pearl dial, she certainly is. Moving on, Michaela. What else do you have here? This is interesting stuff. So I definitely think they're the jeans I would go for. They're $145. You guys were calling them, what's the name of this kind?
Well, that's a dark rinse. We were talking about
Yeah.
Japanese selvage. This is not a selvage, but it
Selvage.
looks like it, though.
Okay,
Mhm.
selvage. Okay, there's a word to look out for, fellas.
Yeah.
Over here, we're over into boots. Perfect.
Nice.
Seeing as to contrast those awful fucking New Balance.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here, Michaela? What are we looking for?
So these are quality shoes. These are Crockett & Jones, whole cut, real shoes that are not going to fall apart on you. And they have such a nice variation of casual stuff. By the way, James Bond wore Crockett & Jones. Just throwing that out there if any of you men care. And yes, these are up there, but these are the kind of shoes that will last you forever. And you don't really need that many different shoes. If you want to, great. But I would say for casual wear, there's a great selection of different types of boots that look really sexy on men with jeans and casual outfits, so much more than a pair of sneakers. Not that you can never wear a pair of trainers that look good. There are some out there. But I would say generally, like when I notice a guy that's dressed casually and I look at his shoes and he's wearing some kind of rugged boot or something like that, to me, it looks 10 times better than sneakers.
Yes.
And they're comfortable, but this page is kind of more showing like more of their dressier shoes, but they do have a section with more casual boots and all kinds of different fits and styles. Because, for example, not
I feel
everyone's
like
going
these
to look
boots
good
here-
in a Chelsea boot.
Yeah, these boots here would look okay with those jeans we were just looking at, right? They would match up nicely.
And these kind of things, when they get worn and they get kind of beat a little bit because you wear them all the time, they even look better. Like they look
Right, the
better.
patina. Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
difference. Yeah, when you pay a little money, guys, with this, with clothes, this is what happens. The shit patinas instead of falling apart like everything else you're familiar with in your wardrobe that looks great on the very first day and then begins to slowly fall to bits. Really good quality stuff begins to patina and gains character. I'm not sure about this weird strap, this buckle here up at the top.
this
I
is
don't
just
know if
one of
that's
their
very
styles.
Yeah.
If you were to kind of filter it just to like more casual boots, if you could,
will.
you'll definitely see some pairs that do not have like an excess big buckle on the ankle. There's a few different styles. But yeah, I would say something like this, and it doesn't have to be Crockett & Jones. There's another great brand. I'm not saying we have to pull it up, but it's Justin Fitzpatrick. I recommended this to countless men when they're requesting some like casual, upgrading their casual wardrobe. Justin Fitzpatrick also makes whole cut, really good quality shoes. They are a little less pricey than Crockett & Jones. They can get up there, but some of their casual stuff, some of his casual stuff, you can find it on sale even. In their quality. Like he has some fun stuff like this. This is obviously a little dramatic, but he also has some great casual boots. And believe it or not, the Justin Fitzpatrick, he has a blog called The Shoe Snob, and that's kind of how he's more well known. He's from Seattle, Washington. He created this brand because he worked at, I believe he said it was Nordstrom in Seattle, and he was absolutely shocked by the lack of good quality men's shoes, like actual good quality, not just stuff that looks nice, but actual quality stuff. And he traveled all around Europe, working with greats to learn shoemaking, and he started this brand. But it's so funny because Seattle's lack of good style is what inspired him to start a brand. Most of his shoes are actually named after cities and streets in Seattle.
I was about to say, wow, I'm shocked, but yeah, where this the necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. These are gorgeous. I like some of these boots. I wear those.
Yeah, and he does some good sales if you watch out and you have your size filtered. If you're not wanting to spend, $700-800, that's completely fair. But just know that if you do, if you know what you're looking for, you're going to end up with something that does not just fall apart and decay on you. These are not the kind of shoes where the sole is going to ever get like worn down to the point where there's going to be a hole in it. It's not happening.
Right.
These are not glued together. These are real shoes. Anyway, my rant's over.
I love them.
I love shoes.
I ran to go grab one of my favorite boots, and I've had about 4 different pairs of these over the years, and it got to the point where I couldn't find them anymore. So I wound up going to eBay. But I first got this boot. Ready for this? And this is fucking Tom Ford. This is like a Gucci boot from 1999. And I have 4 pairs of them. And they're they're like work boots, but they're like elegant. And when you shine them up, I wear them with like jeans and a great shirt and a blazer. And they're the most comfortable shoe in the entire world. And I've never had to do anything to the sole because it's so rugged. And they were not cheap, but I got them on sale for the first time at Saks Fifth Avenue. But it was a long time ago, and I haven't made them in ages and ages, but I keep finding them like new in the box, and I buy them. Whenever I see them, I buy them because they're like a mid boot. They're made out of the most beautiful leather you've ever seen, and they're like soft and beautiful inside. And it's a shoe I can't live without because I wear it.
I'm
all the
so
time.
glad you have that. That's such a great example. You had something to show us because yes, they are kind of, you can see, rugged, so you could wear them casually, but they also look a little more, they're just kind of a sophisticated look. They are.
Cool. They're like a really like a runway work boot, they're just made out of the most beautiful stuff. And they're forever. They'll last forever and ever.
Gorgeous.
I would wear these.
Yeah, those are sexy. Those are sexy.
That's $800, but that's so worth it. Like just
$800 once.
I can tell you from personal experience, I know of people, even Eric, he has shoes that he's got from Crockett & Jones many, many years ago. And to this day, they are in perfect condition, even if it's worn walking around in the woods on a hike, or it doesn't matter.
You don't have my size,
not that I'd necessarily suggest hiking in them, but they still look perfect. Even if they have a little bit of flaws from the years, they're just still absolutely gorgeous, if not more gorgeous than the day they were purchased.
Right.
So they really do hold up.
I can't get my size. Look, they only have.
What are you, 12, right?
Yeah, 13 to 14 is more comfortable for me.
Oh.
I can't buy shoes in Italy. It's impossible.
You have to have a guy make them for you. You have to go to.
Last time I left New York, I bought 4 pairs of shoes, boots, because I was like, this is the last time I'll find decent size. But these are gorgeous. Yeah, it's a problem here, and all the beautiful shoes in this country, it's such a crime. But anyway, they look at me and they're like, "Oh, we ain't got anything for you. Sorry, dude." How do we feel about Doc Martens? Somebody mentioned Doc Martens in the chat.
If you're going to they're for the young. Doc Martens are when you're a rebel, when you're a rocker, when you're a wannabe rocker, when you're going to see the Motley Crue show, or when you're going to what are those 90s bands that were all kind of fake punk, like Green Day, all those kind of bands. I mean, that's for the youth. Girls look super cute in them when they match it with their Juicy Couture. It's a cute little thing, but men shouldn't be wearing Doc Martens.
I think it's definitely, honestly, I think they are.
Yeah, they've gone. There's the perfect photo right there.
There she is. That's who wears it.
There she is.
They may have a pricier point than most just average brands, but they're not actually made that well. Honestly, they're not.
Really? No, they're not. I wore them. You
can't separate it. Yeah, you can't separate it from the aesthetic that they kind of want to fit.
I actually had that entire sole come away from the shoe on my pair. I used to wear them on stage occasionally.
I don't like this. See this fucking half see-through rubber shit.
Yeah,
it looks like an old window grill or something. Or I don't know. It's not into that shit. Never mind. Sorry about that distraction. Let's go back to.
No, it's interesting.
It's good to know because somebody mentioned Doc Martens there in the chat. I think it's as you say, the lesbian from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, with
Yeah.
the fishnets on, fine. But if you're over 30, 35 years old, don't be wearing Doc Martens.
Mm.
And this other brand was called, let me remind myself if I can find, Jay and Fitzpatrick.
Justin Fitzpatrick, yes.
Justin Fitzpatrick.
And Patrick Fitz Justin.
He has
Patrick,
everything from everyday basic type of shoes to really, really nice dressy shoes, but very good quality. And he's definitely somebody that I a little bit fangirl over because, he's from where I'm at. And he made something really, really great. And it's specifically from being inspired at how ugly Seattle was. I think that's amazing.
Because they were wearing Doc Martens.
Well, like even in the men's shoes department, that was the problem. He said he knows shoes, and he knew that even the most expensive whatever brand you could get of men's shoes was still not made well, and they were ripping you off. They really are. When you buy just shoes for the sake of, it's a fancy brand because you're thinking you're getting better quality, but you don't actually know what to look out for, you are very likely to get screwed out of your money, and that's just too bad.
Graham, or $5. Trickers do a great boot too that last forever and are stylish. Crockett and Jones are nice dress shoes, but boots won't take the hard wear. Too dressy.
It definitely depends. Like, what are you doing? What hardware? What are you doing with them that is so intense? Like, if you're wearing them casually every day, they're gonna last you forever. But no, I wouldn't wear them if you're like in a labor job, like a hard.
Yeah, if you're working on the oil rig, you don't want to be wearing.
Yeah.
No.
Ghost Dog 76, €5. Thanks so much. You should check out Crown Northampton. They make very high quality handmade leather sneakers, not cheap, but well worth the price. That seems to be the golden rule anyway.
Well,
yeah. You put the money in, you get the quality, kids. That's it. Ryan Vlogs Life 199. Thursday boots are the best brand. Please check Thursday boots. We will.
Thursday boots are all right. I actually, believe it or not, wear Thursday boots for my work shoes.
Oh.
Because I'm not going to wear, the most uppity fancy shoes. I'm scared to like ruin what I'm wearing. But they have stuff that looks decent. It's decently made. But I'm going to be completely honest. My Thursday boots that I've had for 1 year, they have a slight heel to them because I want to look sophisticated at the same time and make myself a little taller so that people respect me. No, I'm just joking. But the sole is falling apart, unfortunately.
Oh.
And I'm not doing, to be fair, like they get wet frequently because of what I'm doing. It's a whole thing. But the sole is falling apart just as quickly as any other cheaper brand I've gotten, unfortunately.
Are they a boot or a shoe? What are they? What's that?
They're a boot. They're a boot with a heel. But it looks kind of like it's an ankle boot. And
it's an ankle boot. Okay.
So I pair it with like fitted black, slightly flared trousers. That's pretty much my like uniform that I go for. I switched up with colors and whatnot, but unfortunately they are falling apart.
Let's move back to your next suggestion on shirts.
She picks Eton.
Sorry. I realized maybe I
sure. Sign me up.
These aren't too expensive. They're under 300 or around 300.
Because you're all Brunello now. Because like 300 for a shirt, that's so reasonable.
That's
most guys buy a shirt, it's $50.
Well, sure, I got plenty of those, but you need a few decent shirts.
It's a great.
What are we looking at here, Michaela? Why did you suggest these guys?
So for quality, they are some of the best. This is going to sound silly. I have a men's oversized Eton dress shirt. It is supposed to be a dress shirt, obviously for a man, but it is so comfortable. I literally can wear it for pajamas. It's so comfortable. And even though I like completely abuse it, it is in pristine condition because it's made extremely well. But they also have other things. So, but you do need a few good dress shirts to wear with suits, with jackets. You do need a few.
With jeans.
And if you think about it in a more realistic way, you don't need to buy 20 different colors. If you have maybe a good, blue, perhaps white, maybe a light pink or something.
They have some nice casual shirts. Oh, that's grotesque on the right, but whatever. They
These
have
are
some
just
some cash stuff.
yeah.
No, we hate it.
I hate Oxfords. I hate button collars. I hate them.
Oh
Just
yeah,
looks
Yeah.
like
it's
something a
annoying.
little boy with shorts should be wearing when he goes to private school.
A lot of my bungee stuff has that. That's unfortunate.
Not a
yeah.
big fan of the buttoned Oxford
Yeah.
shirts. I wanted to make a comment about girls who wear men's dress shirts. I don't think there is a sexier thing in the world than seeing a beautiful girl in a man's dress shirt. It's just so charming and beautiful. And you see it in movies a lot. Like I think of Jane Fonda did it in Barefoot in the Park. And you see all these beautiful women wearing a man's dress shirt. It's just so adorable. So gentlemen, just think about you buy a quality shirt and get to see your lady in it. Not a bad deal.
Look at these beautiful
Yeah, these
shirts.
are
though.
these.
That was,
She picked the winner here, though. I mean, so, you know,
look at the
Well,
quality.
yeah.
That's
Look at that.
magnificent.
This is just magnificent stuff. That's very similar to the weave that Turnbull and Nasser did for James for Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. It's a beautiful, beautiful weave. Which
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. I mean, you'd love to see a watch dial with that, right? I mean,
Right, yeah.
amazing.
Well, just know that if you get this brand, I mean, just know that you are getting a quality piece. You're not getting ripped off, but you can definitely find some less expensive
Look at the
brands once you kind of know what
darting
to
on
look for.
Look
A
at
great
The
that.
thing is
shape.
that we're mainly talking about the most basic things to build your wardrobe. So if anybody thinks that what we're looking at is boring or plain, we're not talking about men's runway fashion wear. We're
Mhm.
talking about things to incorporate into your wardrobe so that you always look good, whatever the occasion. So just remember
Yeah.
that.
Can you
Yeah.
go back 2 pictures? I want to know why that guy doesn't have his tie through the loop. Oh, that drives me bananas. One
This-
more.
One more.
No, the other way. What is he
Oh,
doing?
down here on the back.
Come on, gents.
Yes.
He's
don't-
modeling. He's just a model boy.
I know,
He's
but this
very special.
with his
Also, to be
paisley.
honest, I hate that tie so bad.
I hate
just to be
paisley more
honest.
than
Paisley,
anything in
yeah.
the world.
I don't like paisley either.
Ugh.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it is. It's
Just smell incense and I don't know. Ugh.
Is it like because of the 90s or something? Or like
So the 90s
80s?
did it.
Prince
Okay.
album
Prince,
covers.
yeah.
That's the only
Michaela,
good
that
thing I
shirt.
can think of is
I mean, you won the lottery just now by showing that white Eton shirt. I mean, it is the most that is beautiful. Oh God. What a winner you picked.
moving
Thank you.
over. Now we have polos. This
What do
is
you-
casual,
Yeah.
elegant, right? This is
Mhm.
nice.
You should have 3 or 4 of
Yes.
those in your arsenal. Various
So-
colors.
What colors would you go for? Yeah, hold
I
the
think
lad's
every
hands
man should
here.
have a light blue. I love that bottom one. What is that?
This one here
color
on
is
the right?
beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Look at that. That's an Elba linen, right? Oh, that's beautiful.
linen. It's 165
beautiful.
British pounds, about $200, guys.
Yeah, that's perfect color, matched with like a mustard pant or a white pant or an ivory
So
pant.
this is comfortable, casual, but still stylish. You don't have to
Very
look dumpy. You
stylish.
don't have to look
If you like,
dumpy.
yeah. Yeah, if you like the feel and comfort of a t-shirt, which of course every man does,
Of
this is
course.
a great way to upgrade the t-shirt because you're like, I don't need to wear a dress shirt or something dressy to this thing that I'm going to. Then you can just add a collar to your shirt.
Yeah,
So polos are perfect for that.
that fabric is.
I have
delicious.
given guys advice. They're like, I'm going on a first date. It's really casual. We're just doing this or that. Like, what should I wear? And I'm like, wear a polo.
Yeah.
Wear a polo that fits your shoulders well. It doesn't have to be cling wrap skin tight on your abdomen, but that fits your shoulders well and you won't go wrong.
And you could put a blazer on it for dinner. You could do that and it'll look great in the summer months. A light dinnery blazer with a polo. It's a great look. If you're dining at, yeah, dark blue, navy. I would avoid black because we all have enough black. Pale blues, pink, of course. If you're a daring man, I think all men look better in pink, and everybody should get over it. Pink is a great look, especially if you have a tan. It's a great look. Yeah, pale pink though, not fuchsia, not bubblegum. Pale pink, like a great rosé.
Okay. Keep that
By
in
the way,
mind.
this is just a blueprint for anyone that's stressed about the money, like how much these cost, okay, you can get something really good like this and know that you're not getting screwed over for your quality. However, just look at what we're talking about as a blueprint. Even if you do have to shop cheaper, look at the style that we're talking about, okay? Because you can find cheap versions of polos, you can find cheap versions. Just know that this is the kind of style that makes you look better casually versus a t-shirt. Just
This is
saying.
Luca Falloni.
But if you are spending $45,000 on a watch, you could probably buy yourself a nice shirt instead. Or as well. Just saying.
This is the thing, and this is why we're doing this episode, guys, because a lot of you guys watching, you have a $45,000 watch on your wrist. And what is your shirt? Is it a $5 H&M shirt? Because a lot of us are guilty of, I say us because I'm guilty of it sometimes too. Stepping out the door at 100,000 on the wrist and $10 and the rest of me. That's not, fix it, because your watch is going to look better. Look at Dirk's Milgauss. It looks better now even. Let's have a look at it, Dirk. Under that shirt, doesn't it? Now it's, you're going to make your watches look even better. Let's put it that way. If for no other reason, do it for the watch. We're on to chinos now. I have a few pairs of chinos. I never wear them because I'm like, I don't know. They're quite tight around the calf muscle for me. I don't know if that's a thing with chinos.
Chinos, depending on the cut. Like I'm a big-legged man too. I have big calves, and I can't wear like golf pants because it looks like I'm going on stage with Iron Maiden. It looks like spandex, so I have to wear a slightly bigger cut. So,
what are your thoughts,
so
Michaela?
what would you
why
recommend
did you add
then?
this?
Well, it was more just for showing an example of pants that are not jeans that can be comfortable. So it doesn't have to be chino specifically, but you see, these are trousers with different material than denim. They look a million times better than cargo pants. They look a million times better than your sweatpants. They do. But yeah, depending on your body type, yes, different things will look better on you. Just know that the material of trousers is very comfortable. It's very comfortable. It's very flexible, and it makes you look smart. It makes you look classy. But what would you recommend, Dirk or Oisin, for trousers versus jeans? If you do have more muscular legs.
I'm with you. But I do wear chinos because I just buy the right cut. Because during the summer, I love to wear chinos because I like the weight of the fabric. I like how they breathe. I'm not a capri guy. I never will be because I'm too Cro-Magnon to pull that off. I think you need to be a cute little slender twink to have the little, 3/4 length. Can't do it. But I tried my luck at the golf pant, which is really just a stretchy chino. They're very, very comfortable, but you have to be very careful with the stretch poplin that's going on right now. It's just a lot of stretch in pants. And if you have a big caboose, if you're a little bit bigger in the seat, I have no ass to speak of, but some guys do. And you have to be very careful because it's so form-fitting. You got to maybe go a size up so it gives you a little bit of breathing room. I do love a chino. I wear them all summer long, especially if you can get them in a kind of waffly fabric, a light fabric. I love that. I love that store, Celio, that's all over Europe. Unfortunately, their styles are beautiful. It's I like everything in that store, but the quality's just not there. I've bought several things. I have a couple of coats from there. They're okay, but all the pants I wore through them. I wrecked them all.
Before we get to Dirk's suggestions, which are mainly suits and classier stuff, I'm just going to throw in my 2 cents, okay, of a brand that I've been wearing a lot lately. Now, I know you guys are all going to go, oh, she's going to talk about Canali again, and that shit is too expensive. No. These are Boggi Milano, okay? And they have the Milano style, but they're more affordable than the Canalis and the other high-level couture or Moda, as they would say, in Milano. Boggi are much, much more affordable, and you're getting those Italian cuts. You're getting high-quality stuff at a little bit more affordable level. Let's have a look at Abbigliamento. Let's look at their Camicia Classic. These are classic shirts.
Beautiful.
And you're talking $80. I mean, €80, so $100. These are nicely cut, well-made Italian stuff. Boggi are really working their way up here, and they're doing great stuff. Let me go back. Let's have a look and see if. Sorry, I didn't prepare this, guys. Let's look at their polos. There's a nice bodgy polo.
That's a dress shirt, though.
That's a dress
Has
They're
shirt.
calling it a polo, but it's
it's
definitely
hanging
not.
out. Well, he's not modeling
Oh.
it as a dress shirt. It's hanging out.
That would I'd wear that shirt.
That's beautiful. So aren't you wearing baji right now?
I'm wearing baji right now. I'm wearing
Oh.
it's a corduroy top, long sleeve tops, just a casual
Nice.
top.
Not sponsored.
Well, I am a little sponsored by Baji, but
Oh,
I'm not
just kidding.
promoting them from this.
I'm just joking.
But no, they dressed me for the watch event in Geneva. You know, there's all the shirts and the pants were Baji. But I'm not. They're not paying me for this. I just want to throw this out here now. Some of my Baji shirts are like this. They have the very bright buttons that come out, and maybe that's your thing. Maybe that's not your thing. I'm just throwing Baji out there because, you know what? I'm walking through the city and I go, you know what? I need a turtleneck, or I need a whatever. And I don't want to drop $500.
Yeah.
I want to drop $100, and they might have a sale. They have sales on all the time, and you're getting Italian cut. The most important thing for me is the cut. This very classic Italian cut. It just looks sharper. I don't know what it is. You guys probably know the technical reason why it looks better. But there's something about how Italians cut, especially their jackets, their coats. I want to show you guys their coats, giubbotti. Now that we're heading into the heavy weather, sorry, these are the wrong kind of coats. You're gonna get, where's the fucking giubbotto? Sorry, it's all in Italian. I have to figure it out. Capotti. So there, capotti.
There you go.
Heavier. Yeah, it's more stylish than giubbotto. So these would be like the kind of coats. Now these, you get them from Canali, and you're going to spend 30.
Then they're cashmere,
right? They're cashmere and wool, whereas these will just be regular wool. You're talking $500 for an Italian style coat. There's the classic, beautiful cut. This has got the inner thing as well for extra heat. The Italians always they play with that kind of thing. Sometimes they sacrifice the look for the heat. This and matches really well with this nice turtleneck. It's folded the wrong way, by the way. And but this is good stuff. And you're walking into the Italian couture world on the lower end. It's like buying a I don't know, a Longines instead of going for something. This is beautiful. It's
nothing like a classic peacoat.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, good quality stuff. Beautiful. So it's not impossible to afford.
No,
Good
that combo right
casual
there.
stuff.
That is a great look. That whole
Really.
ensemble is great.
Yeah, I agree.
Just fabulous. And then if you want to go for something a bit more, they have more dressy stuff like this. The one button look.
Yeah.
Pretty sharp. So Boggi Milano, you're going for Milano Moda. It's one of the greatest on earth, and you're getting in at an entry level without really breaking the bank. This coat is $500. You spend $500 on a Boggi Milano coat, it'll last you for a very, very long time, and it's going to look super sharp. And people will ask you, is it Canali? You know what I mean? Sure. So that's what I'm throwing out there.
Well, listen, the smaller houses, the smaller brands, it's only smart for them to look to the bigger brands for styling. They get their styling cues.
Right.
Oftentimes after the runway shows, all the smaller brands will just immediately get their designers to work on copying and putting out stuff on the street that looks reminiscent of, blah, blah, blah's new show, Valentino's show, or Cucinelli's new show, or Tom Ford's, whatever. And that's a great thing because it brings the affordable style to the people.
We have Sean in the room. Hello, Dynamic Trio.
Hey, Sean.
Maison is an Italian brand. Maison is an Italian brand and have a variety of pants styles with Italian flair, not too expensive, well made. Maison, that's probably from the north east.
Can we pull them up?
Yeah,
I'd like to see them
right now. Italian Moda. Maisons Forte de Marmi is a Maisons with an S. This is interesting. We're getting some great inside info here from a man with incredible style, impeccable style. Maisons with an S. Is that what we're looking at? Are we looking at the right stuff here, Sean, or is it different?
Oh, I think that's it. Look at this. Wow. Gift guide. Why not regalo? Why gift? Why do they say gift?
Gift Natale. It's probably got it's all mixed up.
Italish.
Italish. Are we looking at the right stuff here, Sean? I don't know, because it says maisons plural, but I assume they haven't. Yeah, it's maisons.it. Yeah, this looks like nice stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for that suggestion. I want to wander around this website.
I'm gonna look at that after we're done. I'm gonna go look through this stuff. It looks great. Yeah, this is pants. All right, there's cargo pants. Keep going. Then
well, let's move over to your stuff. If you want to, do you want to glide through this real quick?
Sure, I'd like to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get an idea of what's going on there.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's got a fragrance. Okay. There's a lot of sneakers going on. Can you go to like a different category? Looks like a mixed bag. Can you go to pantalone?
Pantaloni.
Yeah,
pantalone is it's masculine.
Pantaloni.
Pantaloni. There we are.
Here we go. Here's what he's talking about. Oh yeah, okay.
Not crazy about these big pockets on the.
That's cargo. Yeah, that's
that's very like a utilitarian look, but I'm sure there are a lot of more timeless looking things. I think it's always safe to know if the men watching are wanting to build a good wardrobe of staples that makes you look clever, it makes you look like you know what you're doing, to kind of go for the timeless classic men's style. Men's classic style has definitely changed over the years. However, a lot of it has not. And throughout time, certain things, maybe fits have changed, but certain pieces have always looked good and will always look good and will always be respectable. So like simple trousers. Yeah. So if you're not wanting to get too fashiony, you don't need to play around with everything, but it is good to know different brands that have good prices and good quality.
Ties and lapels get wider and thinner, and that's about it. Patterns get louder much. Or not. I mean, that doesn't move much. You go to a party. I went to a black tie fair for my friends Kate and Carl on Saturday. All the men were in tuxes, and all the girls were wearing blue and pink and red and all beautiful different gowns, because that was fashion. The men were just penguins, and that's it.
These are nice capotti here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
that's nice. Cappotto. I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Quite bello. Yeah. It's nice cut on it. I don't know if this is part of it here on the.
I don't think that gilet is part of it.
No.
What? But actually, it is. Look, you can unzip it. That's a little funny.
Oh, it is.
The next
it
picture.
Is.
That's a little funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think it would be better not to have that, because I think it would be better to. Maybe you can take it off.
You can zip it out. You can zip it out.
Yeah, that looks like a nicer coat to wear.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a lot of old coats.
A camo gilet is a no for me.
Yeah.
Unless you're
a lot of
Italians
go for it. Yeah, Italians go for it because it's more important to them to be warm than to look good. It beats it by a nose. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. They just do that. A lot of Italian women wear those long things with the down inside them that look like the Michelin Man. They go all the way down to their ankles.
Yuck.
They just do not want to be cold. It's because it's 58 warm.
Degrees out and they're dying.
Yeah, because they have a problem. This is only $500 for that coat. I would buy that and remove that center part there, and just throw it away. Yeah, that's a nice beautiful cappotto.
That's not even really going to warm you up that much if you think about how that is. It's just a strip. It's
what a lot of them
it's a dickie.
Yeah. You know what a lot of them are doing now as well here in Venice is they're buying these inner shirt things that are heated by battery.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And they're putting them underneath. Yeah. They're putting them underneath everything else. Like it's like a slim fit thing.
I don't want them to be cold either, but by the way, this is a good thing to bring up. Gilets, like vests that may be like insulated and warm. As long as you pick like a good style that's not like a huge puffer vest, it is a very attractive casual look on a man. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe it feels like English countryside a little bit, but yeah, gilets are good.
Hey, I don't mind this. I know you got to stay warm. That's interesting.
That's not a bad snow coat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there are staples and things that you need. Like you need a reasonable snow coat. You need reasonable things, and so you just pick something that looks nice. This looks nice, definitely.
It's just so hard. You know, most snow coats look fucking terrible. The color is so important to me as well. Like a bright fucking yellow or orange thing. It's just, oh my God, you're an eyesore. Yeah, I
The
spent
only
half
time, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the only time I can see like really bright snow clothes coming in handy is if you are like a skier or snowboarder. The reason a lot of that stuff is bright is so you can be spotted if you wipe
That's
out.
true.
Yeah, so I see it for
Mhm.
that reason, but I still wear when I ski, I still wear like literally tree colored coat, like a
That's
nice,
smart though.
like
So they
earthy
find you
green.
when you get buried in snow. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's at least dark, you know. White
least-
snow clothes are so tempting for me, but it's dangerous.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Dirk's suggestions here. Where is
I want
the
to show you one thing real
window?
quick. If
Sure.
you're gonna do one, do that.
Yes,
Ah,
that's a nice looking one.
That's
Are the
think-
sleeves fabric? Like warm
yes, they
Yeah.
are. They're cashmere, actually.
I don't
That will
think I
keep you
could pull
warm.
that off. I don't think
Mhm.
I could wear that.
That's a pretty crazy one. With the gun and the guanti. He looks
Yeah.
great. Yeah. You know, that is not an affordable option. That's Tom Ford, and that's brutally expensive. I think that jacket was something like $3,000. Something really stupid.
Well,
Yeah.
you can look at that as a blueprint for like what looks good.
Yeah.
But not every single body type will pull off everything and look the same in it. That's of
But
course
if I wore a
true.
puffy jacket, I wore the Uniqlo thing for a while, but I started wearing it under my jacket because it's so thin. I've worn those. The Uniqlo got very popular here about 10 years ago. But they're like, it's not big and puffy. It's kind of micro puffy. And it
Mhm.
really just keeps you warm and you wear it under your
Yeah, just a
main coat.
layer of insulation.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, the puffy coats and stuff have gone too far for sure.
Moving into suits here, you have Richard James, Savile
Because I'm
Row.
obsessed. Now,
Speak
this is
of
the
the
top
devil.
end. This is the top end of where a man wants to go with suiting. This is bespoke Savile Row British style.
Only
Classic
$1,500
forever.
though.
You know what? You
That's
can't
pretty
top that
affordable for that.
when you're
I mean,
getting a suit like this. I mean, we're talking about classic double vent, classic Savile Row tailoring. This is a suit that will last you forever and ever. You take care of it, you keep it. It's always made out of Super 110s or Super 120s. It's hand tailored, working buttonholes, adjustable pant. Just absolutely the best merino wool fabrics you can possibly get. Darting, all of the cues, all of the real styling cues are there. Stovepipe pants, right? The correct break. You only need one or two of these in your collection, or maybe just one. And you know what? Then you could go and buy suits from Banana Republic, because those aren't horrible either, believe it or not, kids. Banana Republic is very affordable, and they steal all their cues from Richard James, from Tom Ford, from Falconetti, all those people. That's where those brands get their style from. It's not like safari gear like it used to be. I have a ton of Banana Republic stuff, and I like it. It's comfortable, and if it gets destroyed, I don't have a heart attack over it. Look at this tuxedo. This is a peak. Look at the middle one. Every man should have a tuxedo.
only
Everyone should have
€1,600. I mean, that's
1,600 euros
that
to
just
look like
feels
that.
very, very affordable for high level stuff.
And it's top level. But you know, Richard James doesn't have people who know great suiting. They know great clothes. They know Richard James. Most people don't. You go down Savile Row, there's a ton of tailor shops that people don't know, but everyone in England does. They know. You don't have to spend $3,000-4,000 for a Tom Ford suit. If you want to spend that kind of money, gotta do it. But you know, he's not there anymore, so I don't think it's got the same cachet. When a designer leaves their house, what's left? The ethos, what's left? When you buy Saint Laurent, what are you getting? When you buy Givenchy, what are you getting? You're getting something that's evocative, indicative of the house. I don't know. But Richard James, this stuff is just gorgeous. And this, I included this just because it's the high end of affordability, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
What would you recommend on
Exactly.
this kind of stuff, Michaela?
Well, he's right on point with pulling up Richard James, 100%. Quality wise, also sartorially, they get the little details right. A lot of people won't even notice that or think about it, but the people who are more sartorially inclined or interested in that will look at your suit, and you may not care, like I'm throwing that out there, but they'll notice the little details. They're like, okay, this person knows what they're doing, and it's fun if you're into that. And Richard James, I would say with any suit, the first suit you want to get yourself, if you don't have any, I would stick to like a nice dark navy suit or a nice deep gray, charcoal gray. I actually wouldn't pick black as your first suit.
Me neither.
Really, really wouldn't.
Save that for the funerals.
What are we going for then? Maybe this one here, this classic twill.
That's absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful twill at $1,500, masterfully made. Look at it, it's half lined with Bemberg. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a half line pant. Remember, boys, the quality of any great suit is that the thigh is lined inside. Because when you buy a great suit, you want all those special things that a tailor does for you. You want a half lined pant always. That's when you know that the quality is there. Because you just go to Joseph Abood or any of those.
So Michaela, which color? So a deep navy, and you said also a brown.
Deep navy or a deep like charcoal gray.
Yeah, charcoal gray.
A tone of gray. Instead of going for something like really out there or black. Like I wouldn't do that first. And actually, a good brown suit complements a lot of men very well.
Sure.
When it comes to which exact one to pick, it really just depends on your body type, but you do want to go for, especially if you don't have a suit and it's your first one, definitely go for a more classic look. Like a nice wide peak lapel, or notch lapels are fine, but a nice wide lapel. But there are certain things like I wouldn't, for your first suit, go for something like double breasted. I would keep it simple.
No.
Yeah, okay. I would keep it simple. But really, pretty much any of these look really good. And of course, you send in your measurements. You have a conversation, unless you're planning to actually go to the store in person, which most people won't. But yeah, you send in your measurements. You have a conversation back and forth. They guide you. The experience working with Richard James, ordering suits, if you're, say, in the United States, it's going to be a little bit of a longer process. So if you have to go to an event, plan ahead. It's going to take a while to get what you want made.
Quality takes time.
It does.
That's
and you don't want something just off the rack if you're going to go for a suit.
Yeah, you can go to any store. Yeah,
$20. Thank you, Sean. You can find quality brand clothing at high-end outlet near you. In California, we have Cabazon. In San Francisco, you can get Tom Ford, Elton, and many more for minus 30%, typically 50%, and at times 80% off. Buy less, but buy well. Thank you, Sean.
That's the quote of the night. Buy less, buy well.
So moving over to shirts, unfused. What is going on here? What do we have, Dirk?
I put a buyer's guide down here about shirts, what men don't really get about shirts. And it's very important for every man to have several classic shirts. You need to have at least 2 or 3 white shirts in your arsenal, because white shirts get dirty. They need to be washed and cleaned. And you need to have one at your disposal. A white crisp dress shirt goes with everything. You don't, the blue shirt, the navy shirt, the green shirt, they don't go with everything. The white shirt, you can throw it on with a pair of jeans, with a blazer, with your suit. Have 3 jeans, have three shirts. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg. You don't have to go Eton, even though you should. You don't have to go Turnbull and Nasser, although you should, maybe for one. You can go to Banana Republic. You can go to Suit Supply, but you want to make sure that they're 100% cotton, unless you're getting like a polyester poplin blend, which is great for summer because it's very, very thin. But you got to also make sure that you got your manscaping game together too, because a guy like me or a guy like Oisin, if you're wearing a really sheer white shirt, you're going to look like a gorilla in a white, with a snowflake shirt on. The cut of the shirt is important too. Now, this guy's got what's called a ultra wide spread. That's a bit drastic, and it's
on the collar. On the collar,
yeah, the collar is very ultra.
I was
wide.
about to say that the collar looks bizarre to me.
Well, that's
looks
very
like
popular
futurism
these days.
to me.
Especially with a lot of douchey guys. Listen, if you're in great shape and you're Daniel Craig and you've got great muscles, it'll work.
Well, everything will work.
You want to go with a mid-spread collar, which is far less. There should be one in that down there somewhere. I think did I send you a Turnbull and Asser? If not, I have one. See, that's a wide spread. That's a lot. I wouldn't get that for my regular one. I would get a regular point collar or mid-spread collar.
That's a mid.
That's another wide spread. You know, you want to make sure that the
I don't like these wides. They look odd to me.
They only look good on you.
Japanese paper mache or something. It doesn't. It's weird. I also am not crazy about the buttons.
No, because it's for little boys. It's for little boys.
Yeah,
those are Oxford shirts.
This is nice.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, that's perfect. Now you want to make sure that they're tailored and darted. Darting is how it fits your body the way it is under the arms and in the armpits. You don't want a flouncy shirt. When you buy a shirt, it'll say slim cut or athletic cut. Now, if you're a boy with a little bit of extra pounds on you, you want to go a size up. And the neck is very important. Remember, boys, 2 fingers in, perfect fit. 3 fingers, it's too loose. 1 finger, too tight. You want to be able to slip 2 fingers inside your collar. That's how you know what size your neck is. You can take the thing, but everybody plays by different rules. Every shirt manufacturer, you might say, I'm a 15.5 or I'm a perfect 16. And you walk into a store and they say, oh, you're a 17. And, it's because of the way the shirts are cut. 2 fingers in is the perfect fit for a collar. Remember that.
3 too many, 1 too few.
3 too many, 1 too few. Correct. Perfect. Look at this. Look at the example of this. That is that's a wide notch lapel suit on this. When she said gray before, she's talking this. Look at the ticking on the edge of the lapel. Absolutely stunning, especially with that classic pointed men's shirt. And look at that. It's a poplin. You could tell because poplin's a little bit thinner. It's a little bit thinner for summer, the fabric. So you can see it on the placket, on the placard there. You see it's darker because it's doubled in fabric because that's where they have to do the sewing for the buttons. So they're not going through to the other side. So it's revealing here. So you have the placard here. It's going to be double. It's going to be much whiter looking. And then this is going to be far more sheer. That's a poplin, perfect for summer. You want to go with a heavier twill, maybe a broadcloth for winter or the colder months.
This is spectacular info.
I'm just mesmerized listening to you, Dirk. I love it so much.
I mean, you guys are swinging some heavy Jedi shit tonight. I'm way out of my depth completely. Here I am talking about Boggi Milano.
I love Boggi. I wish Boggi Milano was here. I'd be shopping there because their stuff is great.
Speaking of perfect, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, darling.
No, I was just going to point out, if we didn't already, speaking of perfect, Dirk's wearing a perfect Turnbull and Asser shirt right now. I don't know if he bragged about that.
I'm wearing the Casino Royale shirt. I bought it when the movie came out, and I almost never wear it.
That was a good investment, though. It's gorgeous.
It's good forever. And it actually was funny. I remember I went to Saks Fifth Avenue to get it because I had heard Turnbull and Asser. They have a little boutique in the back on the flagship store. I was like, I'm going to go ask them if they have that shirt from Casino Royale. And wouldn't you know it? There was a box right up front on the table that said Casino Royale.
No.
They were selling this shirt as the Casino Royale.
They had hundreds of people walking in asking about the shirt.
It was in a Turnbull and Asser box, and there it was. It was hilarious. I didn't have to ask. I just went, I'll take that.
They ship really quick to the US. I ordered something from them a couple years ago, and I got it in like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's
less than 2 weeks. It was really good.
What are we looking at here, man? This is Esquire.
This is Esquire.
The only 5 suits you'll ever need to own. Now, there's a super wide spread on that. Now, that shirt makes me uncomfortable, that collar right there.
Yeah, we can ignore that because I hate it too. I think it's the anti-collar.
It looks
I
like
just
somebody
don't
came
like
over
it.
and started dragging you from behind and pulled back your collar. It looks weird.
I think it looks like something your valet would wear as he's dressing you in the turn of the century. I don't like the look of it at all. And I don't know why it's so popular right now. I'm not a big fan of that ultra wide spread collar at all.
Me
Also,
Yeah,
neither.
that
there's
tie
kind
is
of
sloppy, and don't go by that. But this was about, you go down to the first suit. This is all
yes.
about what the 5 suits you need. The all season navy suit. Now, as Michaela said before, her first choice would be dark blue. Every man needs to have a navy blue suit in their arsenal. Get it before black. Hopefully, you won't need it. Now, look at this perfect notch lapel, just like Michaela said before. This is a beautiful 2-button suit, which is the classic suit. Look at the cut, look at the styling. It's absolutely perfect. I'm not sure who makes this one. Does it say it under the bottom? But
Yes,
it
let's have a
looks
look.
beautiful. Oh, it's a Napoli. This is actually ready for this. Kids, this is by Suit Supply. Suit Supply is a inexpensive suit store. When you have to, oh shit, I have a wedding in Milan. I got to go. I'm leaving tonight. Oh shit, I just got invited. My girlfriend just invited me to a wedding. I don't have a suit. You run to this store. There's about 4 locations. They have every kind of style from double-breasted to Kennedy style to the JFK suit to this. And this is the Napoli, which is the classic 2-button suit, $3.99, and you're out the door. You
It's
can't
They
go
have
wrong with it.
one. They have one at the Bellevue Square Mall, where
Can't go wrong.
near where I live. And you know what? The store. Okay, is it top of the line? No,
No.
but the store is extremely well organized. They make it
Mhm.
really easy. And I've
Mhm.
had a few male friends who did need something, and they really had no budget to work with at
Mhm.
all. But what's great is you go there, they will measure you. They will, fix things up properly for you. They'll make it a simple and easy process.
They
And
have a tailor
honestly,
there.
they
Yeah.
do. And honestly, I would say that if you really have no budget to work with, but you need something, that's a good place to go. They're going to help you. They're going to help you. Is it going to be the best suit of your life? No.
It's the
But
suit. You know what the best suit is? The one you
it's
just got.
fair. It really is fair.
The one you have on you for the
The one you have
occasion.
on you.
Yeah.
Now a summer suit.
I think a lot of people have to buy a suit for a funeral. They find out.
Yeah, you have to. I've done it.
Sadly, yeah,
Yeah.
you hear somebody pass, and then you have to race and buy something all black. And
Yep.
so I think a lot of lads.
I mean, the black suit is something. It's like the little black dress. Every man needs to have a black suit in the closet. They do. I mean, it's not
Right.
for going out on the town.
Uh-huh.
However, you do need one.
Are we
Now-
looking at this khaki cotton?
Yeah, this is not the best example because I hate that color. That's
Yeah, I
like
don't like
not.
that.
It's like can't even decide whether or not it's camel. But that's a light summer suit. Generally, they're made out of a much lighter fabric, or a seersucker, which is the lightest of all fabrics. This is J. Crew, not my favorite place because everything's very unstructured, and I like structure. But a spring summer khaki suit, I don't like that particular khaki, but it looks great. Having a beige suit or a cream suit when you're in the summertime and you're going to one of your favorite on the Grand Canal restaurants, I won't say names, wearing a cream or like a frosted kind of beige jacket, summer lightweight, it's perfect. Thin lapels for summer. Boys, you can't wear heavy lapels in summer. Thin lapels for
Yeah, it's
summer.
very thin.
Remember
I was
that.
about to say that. Why is the
It's for
breast
summer.
pocket slanted? What's up
That's
with
very.
that?
It's just a style choice. A lot. Most of them are these days. Also, you'll find that the regular pockets and the ticket pocket will often be slanted. It depends on the designer. It's very often. You're not going to find working buttonholes on a suit like that.
Hey, there's a
Double-breasted.
ticket pocket. I'm learning.
Oh, look at you. Straight pockets. I'm not a fan of the double-breasted suit. I think it makes you look like Boss Tweed. I think it's for heavier set men, unless you're one of these pretty little twinks, androgynous guys. You can get away with it. Not a big fan. I just think it looks like a big boy dress up, gold rings, and no offense, Michaela.
Shut
but
up. Oh my gosh.
Never live it
she
down.
likes going. She'll never live that
I'll
down.
never live it down.
No.
Never.
It just looks like a guy's going to be wearing some very tacky jewelry to go along with it.
This thing is
That's a
Gucci,
hideous-
and it's 3,000.
That's a hideous
Having
piece, by the way.
said that,
That's ugly.
it's ugly as fuck. However, a window pane or a Prince of Wales in a classic configuration and color. Now, is that polka dots in there?
It looks like little tiny rosettes or something.
All I
me,
know is there's 5 buttons on the sleeve. On the
Yeah, there's too many.
That's-
This is just over the top. If you're going to wear a double-breasted suit, please, boys, be trimmed to pull it off, because you don't want to be bursting out of it, because it will make you look like the Michelin Man, because there's a lot of buttonry going on there, and they are cut very slim. The gray flannel suit, every man needs to have one. I would suggest a 1-button over a 2-button, but a gray flannel suit looks great for any kind of fall occasion. You're going to the theater, you're going to a show, you're going to see your friend's children's recital. You wear that with a polo, you are the boss. With a great pair of shoes, you're on fire.
How do you feel about this one, Michaela?
I agree. It's simple,
Simple,
masculine, and really can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. It's a classic. It's an
Beautiful color as well.
Yeah, the color is beautiful. Who makes that? Nice. That's Rocco flannel. And a tuxedo. Don't have to spend them. Yeah.
$14.90. Okay.
$14.90.
Yeah.
And a tuxedo. I'm not saying that you need one. This is in midnight blue with a black. I like a shawl collar myself on a tuxedo. That's my to go.
It's beautiful.
I own one tuxedo. It's midnight blue with a sateen shawl collar. It's 1-button. I like 1-button tuxedos as well. You don't wear them very often, but when you need one, don't rent one, because you'll look like you rented it. It's just no way around it.
Yeah, you need it tailored, right?
It should be tailored. And there's a thing with the shoes. Now they're called pumps.
3,700 by Prada. This is Prada.
Wow. Look at it. Doesn't it look like Prada? Sure.
Yeah.
Now, in general, you wear patent leather pumps, and that's unfortunate name for the shoe that men wear. Tuxedo shoes are called
let me move over to shoes. You have them right here.
I don't have pumps, though. I just got together with Esquire, which has always been my favorite men's magazine, because they have lots of different ideas for
37
style.
Dress shoes.
They just roll through all the shoes you need to know about, from Oxford to
lovely.
It's got every kind of shoe a man.
I'm in the market for shoes right now. I really am. I need to pick up.
Let that be your guide.
Yeah.
Just stay away from monk straps. Ugh, I hate them.
And tassels. And
they get roasted online too. Monk strap shoes. They do.
Strap shoes.
They call them 1-2 buckle my shoes. That's what they call them.
It looks like the old lady who lives in the shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She had monk straps. These are so many different styles of shoes.
They're nice, kind of.
Sure.
I don't like that. That's too. I don't know what that looks like.
Stitching, is it?
It's a bit. Stitching? It's minimalist. It almost looks Dada. It looks a little bit artistic.
It's covering the foot shape too much.
If you look at the bottom of all the shoes, it tells you all the styles, which for people to get familiar with their styles. Yeah. Classic loafer, you can't go wrong with a pair of Ferragamo
They're
loafers.
Beautiful. I would wear those.
Those are gorgeous, of course.
Yeah.
Low profile. It's a chunky heel, yet it's low profile. It's not over the top. You don't want your heel, and you're a tall enough guy that you don't need all the extra shit. I'm not the tallest guy, so I don't mind heel.
I'll take half an inch if they want to give it to me. Sure. Like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. It's not like it's a bad thing. You'll take the extra inch, fine. But
how tall is George Clooney? 5'10"? He always looks like he's 6 feet tall, right? Because he always wears. If you ever see George's shoes, he always wears like a slightly chunky, but it's not just the heel, it's the whole sole, so it looks like a masculine shoe.
He's wearing platforms.
A lot of them do. I don't like soles that are super tapered and super fine, because I think it just looks like a feminine slipper. So you want to watch, like this is a very masculine shoe. It's perfect. Look at it. It's perfect.
You see, it's not the height that I'm interested in. I don't need it, but the shape. When I see that shape, it's like it looks like lugs on a watch, that's what I'm going for, is the shape of that. If that was all slim at the end, it'd have that slipper look.
Yeah. Whose shoe is this? Is this like who makes this shoe? Let me say. Did we miss it?
We may have missed it. Let me check.
Well, are they just not saying? Well, maybe they do at the end. I remember looking through it.
General styles.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shoe. I'd like to see that shoe on you as well. It's a great shoe. I'll find out what that is.
Yeah,
it's great.
That's beautiful.
Oxfords, you got to be careful. So, like derbies, these are kind of the nerdy man shoe. You usually see guys that.
So what was the title on that one? Let me just check. Sorry, I just want to backtrack. Why didn't they? They missed that. I don't know. Is it an Oxford? I don't know. Anyway.
Yes, yeah, it's an Oxford. It
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a derby.
That's a derby. Derby's generally the nerdier guys. These are the Mary Janes of men's shoes. Now, Mary Janes are always a little cute little nerdy
Now,
girl.
a shoe like that fits me a bit better because see the way it's wide between the width of the toe.
Me
I have
too.
really wide,
Me
like
too.
incredible Hulk feet.
I have triple E. I'm a triple E myself.
Yeah. So the width of the foot can sit nicer in that, even though I find it less attractive than the previous shoe.
Yeah.
Do you like these, Michaela?
I mean, I understand what you're saying about that. I think that honestly, it's more of the build of the outside of the shoe that makes it even look wider. I actually don't even find the toe to be that wide compared to the last ones we looked at. I think it's kind of an optical illusion.
Yeah, well, that's the great shoe.
And what you can do is when you order, if you order Oxfords, it depends on the brand. Perhaps some brands offer wider fits too, so that's obviously something you need to look at. But yeah, I mean, nice shoes are often torture devices until you break them in. They really are. They have to kind of be a good material, and they are going to be super tight, just like a really good leather jacket. But as you wear it, it will kind of morph to your body or your foot, so it's always going to hurt.
I'm not into this with all of these.
These are brogues, or they used to be wingtips, have the other style of the perforations. This is what men used to wear a long time ago. I hate them, and I generally think that they're pretentious. Guys who wear them just usually look douchey. But, there's art in these shoes, and there is a couple of manufacturers that make ones that are beautiful. These in particular are not.
Okay.
But,
yeah, it's just this. Yeah, the specific shoe does not look great. I've seen it done a lot better. For sure.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Why are they called brogues? Because that brogue is Irish for shoe.
Well, that's why. Okay. Yeah, they're also known as wingtips because they generally have the more wings fashions. Then there's the loafer. Every man needs to have a pair of loafers, right?
Yeah, I feel like but you've got to wear those. You got to do the Italian style, wear those tiny, tiny socks that just cover the bottom half of your foot, right? You got to have decent tanned ankles and tanned legs. Yeah,
and I think loafers are also a good, more casual shoe when you're wearing like casual outfits, in my opinion. Just because they're not as serious. You don't have to tie them perfectly. They're slip-ons. So
they're slip-ons,
I would say it's a good, not necessarily this exact pair, but you can get them in many different tones and colors. I think you're always going to be safe with a deep brown that can actually be more versatile than even a black shoe. But
a deep brown is what I love to go for. Now this pair, I don't know what it is.
The chukka boots. Yeah, chukka boots are hit or miss for sure.
Chukkas, I never heard of that before.
I've seen gorgeous ones. Go ahead.
It's just a shapelessness. It reminds me of when very, very overweight women have to wear a huge, big thing that looks like a curtain.
Now. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Like there's no shape in that. You see, there's no tone or shape or definition.
It is definitely
like
this
a big mush of a pig's foot inside the thing.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
It is definitely this shoe. I promise you there are way more sleek and better fitting chukka boots. I promise.
I never heard that
this
word
is just not
in my
good.
life. I just learned a whole new word. Chukka.
I don't know exactly what chukka means, but I know what they look like. This is not a good example in my opinion, but they did kind of give you a good look at the very simple cut of chukka boots. They are more minimalistic, like Dirk was saying.
Yeah.
But this exact pair is just not very attractive. It just so happens.
I like a chukka boot, but not those.
Yeah, exactly. They don't. This is not like how chukka boots look. I
agree.
They were just looking for a high quality photo. I don't know, but
most guys wear a lot of Chelsea boots. That's the one with a little bit of give. When you put it in there, you can slide right in because it's got like a kind of a stretchy fabric in between the back of the shoe. I think you just passed them. That's it right there.
Yeah, they didn't give us a big.
No, you missed it. I don't know you. Maybe go down a little bit. Go down.
They didn't. We don't have big photos, but maybe I can zoom.
That's it right there.
Okay.
I like those. They're okay.
Yeah, those are. That's a Chelsea boot. The Chelsea boot has a bit of stretchy fabric in it, so you can get in and out really easily. They're They look great with jeans. I wouldn't wear them with suits. They often have rubber or vulcanized soles, which I actually have all my dress shoes vulcanized. The second I buy a pair of shoes, I take
These
them to
are
shoemaker.
these are 814 euros.
Well, they're Todd's, and that's a very high quality shoe. Yeah, yeah,
great with jeans.
great with jeans. Yeah,
Yeah.
great with
They
jeans.
definitely have more reasonably priced.
Definitely, you can get
For
Todd's is-
example, the Justin Fitzpatrick. If you want to get some Chelsea boots, look at his stuff.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You can find some under 500 easily.
The really
Monk-
sexy ones are the Bally's. Let's get rid of the monk straps because we don't want to.
Monk straps these are horrific. I would
They're
never.
just-
I've seen
they're
them
just-
done better than that. Cortadas
No.
and monk straps are very understated. This is just not a good.
Man, do I hate
It's
them.
just not. It just doesn't. Yeah, no. And they also like feel very witchy. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just-
what I'm getting. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, like a witch with super skinny ankles would wear this creepy shoe.
I just think it just
I've
looks
seen
like
monk straps
Amish
with that, like,
shoes.
please. It's just generally no.
Yeah.
Okay. And Venetian loafers. What's
There
that?
you go. Well, it's a
Venetian
very, very super thin, low profile. That's what that is. That's Cole Haan. That's a look at that. Is that 99 euros for those?
No, that's something else.
Oh, that's for
No,
that
they're
cabinet.
not. They're not available.
Yeah. Cole Haan. Of course, if you're going to buy one of those, you're going to get Ferragamo or Sergio Rossi.
Bergdorf.
Oh, you're at Bergdorf. Now we're talking. Yeah, this is the
$625.
Yeah, who makes that? Is that that's probably
Let me find
Sergio
out.
Rossi or Cole Haan del Toro. Yeah. These guys never wear socks.
Paul Stewart.
Oh, Paul Stewart. There you go. 625. They're very formal.
I don't know if I like this though. Yeah.
Maybe.
You know what it is when you see where there's nothing happening at all. There's no line. There's no definition.
No.
It's just gone down. I begin to
I
think
agree.
of a serpent or a reptile of some
It looks
sort.
like a gondola.
Right, Venetian loafer. It's a Venetian loafer. Hey,
Look at that.
cut in there is very old Venetian, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
telling
God, I don't know if I like it though.
you. Wait till the spring and the summer happens. You're gonna be like, fucking guys, I see those Venetian slippers everywhere. Because you're gonna see these. They wear them. Italian guys love to wear these all the time. It also elongates their feet because Italian men don't have big feet.
I know. Tell me about it. I can't find shoes in this country.
I mean, if you can there's your back to the Derby. There's other brands that are done really well. Anyway, this list gives you a list of all the different styles.
Michaela was about to say something about the Venetian loafers.
Oh no, I was just kind of agreeing with you. Just the specific one we were looking at, they would look better with a little more definition. You're right, a little more line work,
Yeah.
just something. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree. Yeah, it is kind
Very
of.
simple.
It's very
yeah.
snaky.
It looks like somebody's gonna rub it and get 3 wishes.
Or it's gonna bite you, or
Yeah, right.
rattle at you, or something
Yeah.
like that. I'm not into that.
You have to be a willowy man to.
I don't even like this weird deep cutaway here, but it does remind me of Venetian style things, gondolas. and
Yeah,
things like
that's
that.
why.
Yeah.
And
I
there you
guess
have it.
I see it there. Yeah, that's where it comes from.
It's a very, very effeminate shoe in my opinion. It's kind of femmy.
Well, that was an education. I learned a lot of new words there. Chukka boots. Sean, Franco Mazzetti watched last week's episode and confirmed he does wear invisible socks.
Shut
Look,
up. He watched our show.
Yeah. He watched
Oh.
the episode.
Ciao, Franco. Ciao. Come stai?
Yeah,
I love that you watch it.
And Sean again. Well, Sean
Commentary on
knows
the
him.
songs.
Sean knows him, so
Sean
I'm
knows
sure he
it.
passed
He
it
told
on.
him, man.
You three have made my stay home, sad, sick day much better.
Oh.
Grazie mille. Feel better,
better.
man. Sorry, do you have COVID? Everybody's
no, it's
getting
A lot of
COVID
people are
right
getting
now.
like respiratory infections right now. It's going around.
I had it
No,
last
thank
week.
you. Oh, sorry.
There's a lot of
Wasn't
phlegm.
Tim pretty sick for a while too?
Yeah, Tim had COVID. So did roommate.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
did roommate.
Not
It was
fun.
very sick. Hey, it's great for losing a few pounds before Christmas. My God, I wish I'd get it right now. I could use it just to be like, oh no, I can't drink booze, I can't eat anything.
I mean, is there any reason why we
Cough,
shouldn't
cough,
all
cough.
just go on Ozempic and Wegovy now? Because I mean, it's working for everybody. So you want to drop that 20 pounds? You probably could do it in 2 weeks with that.
Can anyone afford it? It
don't know,
is
you go to your
extremely
doctor and go-
expensive for like getting your shot every month or something. It's
I
like
don't know.
thousands
Is
and
it
thousands of
expensive?
dollars.
I don't know.
It is crazy expensive. And
Is
the
it?
influx of everyday people over purchasing it just for weight loss purposes has made it even more expensive for diabetics who actually need it. But I don't care about
Well,
that.
there's that.
I don't
thing,
care.
Of course.
I don't care about that. It's not my problem.
Yeah,
I'm just
fuck the
joking.
diabetics. People need to be skinnier.
This isn't the diabetic.
This is a fashion
Association
show, damn
of
it.
America. No, I'm just joking.
Also,
Get your
getting,
lard ass into that pharmacy now.
getting things like
I'm
that
just saying,
in
like,
this
you could
country
probably
is
afford.
hard.
Yeah, you could probably just pay for a chef or something to make you healthy food versus.
I
I
know
mean-
how I can lose weight very easily. I just go back on steak. I never touch bread, pasta, rice, starch of
You
any.
don't even like that though.
I don't even like that.
You know what I
stuff.
have in my refrigerator
And
for
I
tonight?
I cut down on the
Potatoes.
booze, and I'm out and I do some walking around and push-ups, and I love doing push-ups. I fucking love doing all that stuff.
Nobody loves doing
Obsessed
push-ups.
with. I do. I actually love that.
Me
I love
too.
feeling the pump and all of that stuff because I come
might
from. I
like
used to do
yoga
that shit
then.
when I was 20 years old. Yoga, I couldn't give a shit about. Just the word pisses
Some
me off.
workouts.
No.
It
are
annoys me.
I didn't do any
Annoying.
of that fruity stuff. I did the hardcore 90 minutes of murder in a hot room. It was
Hot yoga.
hot. I did hot vinyasa, and the chaturanga is the yoga push-ups, and you have to do like 30 of them in a row,
Listen,
and you
I-
push yourself out.
I just want
Crazy.
to stop talking about yoga. Just the yoga, the whole yoga culture and the word itself is
No,
fucking. A yogi is a different thing. That's fine. Here, speak no evil, think hear no evil, etc., etc. There's exactly two people in the room who get the joke, and the rest of the audience, are
Us too.
who knows what that is? Yeah, us too. He's singing a song of ours. Speak no evil. Anyway, listen, I found, you know what you have to do? You have to find the food that suits your body. I believe in that. Everyone's body's type. Like that's Italians eat pasta every fucking day and they're all skinny because of thousands of years, hundreds of years. It's not thousands of years old in Italy. Hundreds of years of just developing. I eat fucking pasta and I get pregnant and I give birth to a strange child who runs away into the lagoon. It's I cannot do it. I found my body type likes two things: steak and red wine, and I'll just lose weight. That's it. Just as long as I don't
I
overdo
think it
it.
definitely is. Where your DNA region comes from? Like the
Eat
best
for
Your
diet
blood
for
type.
you.
What's your blood type?
Oh, negative.
Oh, you're O negative. Wow.
And I was told many years ago by a person who's an expert on that stuff. I don't know if I subscribe completely to it, but when they said O negative, and they're like, and you're dark, you're meat, just red meat for the rest of your life. That's it. No, never go near anything else. I was like, okay, well, you know what? That's kind of actually fucking true. And I have to stay away from anything sweet. But that, I think that carries across everything, right? Because the minute you have a big steak and then you eat a little cookie, you just fucked it. Because now you just gave your body all the sugar that it needs to keep going. So it deposits the steak
I
somewhere.
mean, you're
else.
on a keto diet. That's a ketogenic diet.
Right.
What
Right.
you do.
Dirk, are you vegetarian?
I am.
Okay.
been
Okay. Yeah,
forever.
I thought I remembered you mentioned something like that.
I'm not a vegan because vegans give vegetarians a bad name.
Right.
Well, then you couldn't eat your beautiful breads you make, right?
Oh no! What? Well, no. There's no dairy or anything in those.
Oh,
I
okay,
eat dairy. No, fuck that. No, bread is my Achilles heel. I love bread. I'm the opposite. Though a big bowl of pasta or a bowl of pasta does make me sleepy because I'm Irish. We all have hypoglycemia. The whole fucking everybody who comes from that DNA extraction has some kind
Yeah,
of sugar
I keep it
intolerance.
very low carb for myself.
Yeah,
I'm
it's really
also
bad.
very Irish, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Well,
thing.
can you
Irish
guys
people,
eat potatoes though? You can eat potatoes,
yeah.
right?
they make me
Yeah.
sleepy. I
I
bought these
can,
big, giant,
but I'm very
big
active.
Idaho potatoes that I can't wait to bake and put some sour cream and Kerrygold in there with some chives right on the top. Good.
Michaela, you're very active. You're running around the cafe all day long.
Yes, I am. I also, when I get home, I move a lot. I'm just very much an active person. I'm very sporty. A lot of people do not know that about me, but I am.
I
Wow,
believe it. I believe it.
very cool.
I also did ballet for years.
Ooh.
So I have a very, I love movement. And I think it really depends on your lifestyle. I still, though, no matter what, I'm very low carb. I have to keep it low carb for myself.
So what is it,
But
fish and meat?
pretty much meat. I do vegetables as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, healthy fats are good for me too. I feel very energetic on them. Not like strictly ketogenic. I'm not like really, really like crazy about it. I'll have bread and here and there, but only if it's like fresh baked. I have the owner of the boulangerie that I collaborate with. He makes a lot of fresh sourdough. Yeah, he makes a lot of like sourdough and stuff.
Yeah.
Fresh, no preservatives or processing or anything in
Yeah.
it. So I find that I react really well to that. I feel still energized and healthy, and I don't feel sluggish.
Well, that won't work for
Good
Sheen because he
food.
grew up with a mother that made everything from scratch, so he never grew up with anything that had preservatives.
Well, I
in it,
think
ever.
that's the key. Never to, if you feel sluggish, if you feel weird, if you feel odd in any way after the meal, whatever is in that meal, you shouldn't be eating.
Yeah,
If
agree.
Yeah.
if there's a spring in your step after what you eat, you've been eating the correct thing.
Eggs knock me the fuck out. I am.
So
I
just
can take a
avoid them.
nap.
Right. So just avoid them.
I love them though. They're so versatile.
Now we're coming into Christmas. I'm gonna be cooking. There's gonna be Pandoro all over the fucking place.
I already bought a
We're
Pandoro.
covered in Pandoro sugar.
Destroyed it already.
Place. You killed it.
It's good.
We got one of those balocos because the food seller market by us. They don't get all the good brands, and I'm not going to Italy because they want a king's ransom for I want the pistachio Pandoro. Oh man,
dude,
it's
don't.
amazing.
No, classic.
No, I get the classic.
I'm excited. I love cooking.
So I got the
Christmas food is
small
so
one and we
good.
destroyed it. Actually, I think I ate it myself.
What do you cook for Christmas, Michaela? What do you do? A roast? Do you do a turkey?
I actually do Chateaubriand every Christmas. It's my tradition.
Wow.
With a port reduction sauce. So good. But this year I'm doing a prime rib. I've never made prime rib before, so I'm excited. I love cooking. I really do. And I like overcomplicating it until I'm about to cry because it's so stressful. But then it's so rewarding.
It is so.
When I'm cooking, everyone needs to like step
away.
A step at least 100 yards away from me. I swear to God.
Yeah,
Leave me alone in my space.
Let me help. Let me help you cook. Get the fuck
kitchen
out of my
is
kitchen.
yours.
Oh my God. No, I don't delegate. In general, in life, I'm not a good delegator. I'm very much like I do everything myself. But when it comes to cooking, I'm like, please. I love you so much, but I'm about to kill you. Like I need you.
I agree 100%.
It will be good for you. You get to enjoy what I'm about to make. Just give me space, please. Just need it.
Just
like a mad scientist.
Gin and tonic just to keep you fueled I love that. I love drinking as I cook. That's like my favorite thing is to just
people have been telling me that it's good. I've never tried it. I'm about to though.
To make a drink and step into the kitchen and just start your cooking process, start dicing carrots and onions and whatever, and and be just sipping away on a beautiful martini or a gin and tonic, or open a nice fresh white wine, whatever, Chablis or something, and just have it nearby. And you just keep sipping away, and you put on music and you start singing as you do. It's just such a ritual. I might be doing my Christmas cooking thing again this year, depending on where I wind up. If I wind up in Dublin, I won't be cooking because the greatest cook on the face of the earth will be cooking. That's me, Maud. So I'll film her doing it. But if it's
will you film her doing that?
I'll film her doing it. And but if I wind up in Vienna, or if I stay here, I'm going to be doing the cooking, and I'm going to show people my tricks. I got a lot of acclaim last year for the onion trick that people don't know. So the onion trick is how to stop from crying when you dice onions. And there's a million wives' tales. Freeze the onions. Put a spoon in your mouth. Do you ever hear that one? Put a big spoon on your tongue, and it'll stop you from crying. This is how you stop from crying when you cut onions. You take a rag or a towel or a small thing, and you soak it in water, and you stick it right next to the onion that you're chopping. you will never cry.
I heard that.
Because the little fuckers that come out of the onion, they're looking for something wet. And the first thing they find is your wet eye. But they'll be attracted to the wet cloth first. And you'll
The
never,
little creatures that are coming
the
out.
little creatures
I
that come out.
heard if your knife is extremely sharp, it helps.
I believe.
But I usually I just let myself cry usually.
I use a Vidalia onions.
She's a no pain, no gain girl all the way.
Yeah.
High heels.
Yeah, I have some problems.
She's like, it hurts so good.
It's my therapy session is I like force myself to cry. No, I'm just joking.
I don't buy red onions for that reason anymore. I only buy the Vidalias because I don't react to them at all. But sometimes it's not enough flavor.
Try the wet rag right next to it. Just soaking wet.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it.
You'll never.
I'm gonna try it. Sounds like a great idea. Wow.
Nothing. And this year, I'm going to reveal, if I do it, I'm going to reveal the secret to Italian pasta. Why a simple Italian pasta, spaghetti al pomodoro, whatever it is, just tastes better and different, creamier in Italy versus everywhere else in the world.
Butter.
No. Don't give it away. I knew you always want to throw in. No, it's
I want to know. I want to know.
Italians never use butter. Italians never use butter for anything. They never put butter near their food. They're not interested in butter.
They do in the north.
That's the French. In the north, I live in the north for the past 20 years. I've been coming back. They're not interested in butter, man. Butter is not part. It's olive oil. The French use the butter. Now, there's a secret, and the fucking. I'm so mad at them. They won't tell anyone. They won't tell anyone. Somebody in the chat got it right, but I'm not going to reveal it. I'll show you guys in an episode where I do some cooking because apparently people love those episodes. So
I'll watch that. Love it.
Okay, guys, that was a great episode. Thank you so much for the education and all that stuff. I know what shirts I hate. I know what shoes to hate. I know all the stuff I need.
Monk straps and Oxfords. Get out of here.
I'm gonna send you some triple monk straps.
Okay, guys. Great show. I will see you
a lot of fun
next week, I think. Probably.
Definitely, monsieur.
Okay.
Wah.
Let's have a look at that watch again one more time there, Michaela.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Boom.
That's beautiful. And that shirt is beautiful with the cuffs.
Thank you. It's Hazen Curtis shirt.
Beautiful.
Magnificent.
Thank you.
Let's see this dapper looking fella one more time. And the watch that's just peekaboo.
Just peekaboo. Hold on. Can I do anything?
It won't come out because it
won't come out because of the green screen.
You got your green screen, guys. It just comes out hollow.
Just comes out hollow. I just destroyed it.
And there's the new Nomadic.
I love it.
Beautiful winter beauty.
Winter frosty dial.
It's a beautiful watch.
It's textured. It's not like that's not painted. Yeah. It's actually a texture. There's macros that I'm going to show everybody on my Christmas show. Gorgeous. All right, guys. Fantastic show. See you guys next week. Love you.
Next week. Love you all. Bye. Thank you.